Oh, no we're not.
Hey Facebook, good morning. Afternoon. There we
Good
go. We
morning.
say it every time, don't we?
Good morning, it's 10 past 12.
Yeah. How you doing? How's your week been? Have you been getting lots done? Have you been getting lots of the right stuff done?
I don't know. Was that over to me? That was a handoff?
No, that was waiting for a reply, but it's not coming this way, is it?
That's not. No idea. That's because nobody's watching yet, you see.
Okay.
The joys of Facebook Live. So
we start again then.
Good afternoon, Facebook. We got the time yet. It's 12 minutes past 12. It's Monday lunchtime. It can only be the Big Idea Podcast, episode 18. 18. Who'd have thought we'd get this far?
Just turned of age.
Yeah. We can have our first drink. I'll have a green smoothie.
Nice. And we're all watching and all. That's good.
So, episode 18, we are talking affiliates and referrals. Who could believe we have made 18 episodes without mentioning affiliates?
I know.
Because that is kind of what we were known for several years, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We were all about affiliate marketing.
Absolutely.
And I think that's probably half the reason we've made it to episode 18 is because a lot of the people in this group know everything about affiliate marketing anyway. So we'd be very much preaching to the converted there, wouldn't we?
For quite a few of the group, I think, yeah. Not too many, though.
No. But I think certainly there's certainly a core of the initial people that were part of the group, I think, were the bastions. Is bastions a word? I want to say it's a bit like bastards.
Foundations.
I want to say bastards, but I can't say bastards. Not
How many times are you going to say that?
They were the bastions. They were the pillars. They were
Foundations.
the cornerstones.
The bedrock.
They were the crumbling sand that made up the foundation. That was the affiliate marketing industry in this country. So yeah, we've been part of this, the affiliate scene for, well, certainly since I started back in 2000 was affiliates. So that's why we've been a little bit reticent to do an affiliate episode. But it is
And of course they changed the name, and that's the reason why we pulled out of affiliate marketing, wasn't it?
Yes, you have
Did
to.
we change on
Yeah, you do have to be a performance marketer now, you see.
or digital? Something about digital influencer or something?
Yeah.
Is it digital influencer?
Morning, Mark. How are you, mate? Yes, I am a really old school affiliate, of course, because as you said, everyone had a freebie site. That was my original site, and of course, everyone just copied me then, didn't they?
Well,
Not,
yeah.
not that I copied Clark or Freebie Guide or any of the other ones that were around before me. Not at all. Affiliates is one of the things that people don't understand. For those that know affiliate marketing, this will be a little bit teaching your grandma to suck eggs, won't it?
A little.
But it's for everyone else, it's actually something that's really useful to know. And we've lumped it together with referrals as well, because I think even if you're doing affiliate marketing, you're not necessarily doing referrals, and so we put the two together. I think referrals was the number one topic that people were asking about when we ran the poll last week about, hey, what would you like to hear about? What marketing pillars aren't you using? What do you want to hear more about? Referrals was certainly one of the top ones, and affiliates was in there as well. So we thought, hey, let's do the two. So, should we crack on?
Two for the price of one. Very good.
It is, yeah.
Bog off week.
Bog off. So, bog off, everybody. Right, cool. Here we go. Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 18 of the Big Idea Podcast. John here, as always, alongside Jason.
Hi there.
And today we are going to be talking about affiliates and referrals. So, just as a background, we kind of grew up in the affiliate industry, didn't we? That was kind of what we were known for several years. But for those who maybe don't know, what is affiliate marketing?
That's a very good question, isn't it? Well, affiliate marketing that we kind of grew up in and knew really was promoting other people's products and services and getting paid a commission from them, whether those other people were local to us, or for affiliate marketers in terms of what we were doing, it's those bigger brands that perhaps like more customers. So, like some Marks and Spencers, or well, no, lots actually. Marks and Spencers. Don't know if that's one, isn't it? Never did get on with them.
That's a little in-joke there for anyone who's in the affiliate marketing scene circa 2003.
That long ago.
Marks, ampersand, Spencer. Yes, anyway. Affiliate marketing is basically working on commission only, selling products or services for somebody else. So, we used to work with Marks and Spencer, or Marks and Spencers, M&S, however you wish to call them. We'll leave that joke there for now.
Okay.
But our job really was our role, I don't know. What we used to do
was we used to get paid for.
Yeah, what we used to do was we used to try and be the middleman, didn't we? Mm-hmm. So if someone was searching for Marks and Spencer on Google or Yahoo or Alta Vista back in the day, we would try and get one of our websites to come in between the person searching Google and the person landing on marksandspencer.com. And hey, if we could drop our little affiliate cookie in there, we would get paid, what was it, 5%, 7% on anything they bought. So we do that, people searching for Marks and Spencer, people searching for the products that Marks and Spencer sold. That was our job, was to get in the way. And that worked for several years until Google decided that really wasn't very nice for the users to have these affiliates getting in the way, because a lot of affiliates took that a little bit too far. I remember one guy who created a script that would automatically drop all these affiliate cookies for every company that had an affiliate program. So if anybody ever bought anything from any company, if they ever took out a Capital One credit card, hooray, he got 40 quid in his bank. Mm-hmm. You know, if they ever bought anything from Marks and Spencer, he got 7% of that. If they ever bought anything from Boots, he'd get paid from them. And that's illegal. You're not actually allowed to do that. That's called kind of spyware, isn't it?
Yeah, it was all a bit dodgy.
And there were a lot of people doing this at the time. So it was, I think, certainly back in the day, it was a little bit Wild West, wasn't it? The affiliate marketing industry in this country. And we did very well out of it. But effectively, I first discovered affiliate marketing as a way of monetizing an existing website. So I had the freebie site, net free stuff, and I needed the way of making some money out of it. Well, affiliate marketing came along and said, well, we've got these websites here who want data. So they want people who, they're offering competition prizes or freebies in exchange for some kind of information about their demographic. Bear in mind, this is pre-Facebook, when Facebook didn't own everyone's demographics. So we're recording this live, as you can probably hear, by one of our team members who's just dropped his Mr. Perfect mug. Well, I've forgotten where I was now. Where was I with that?
Yeah, so we run a freebie site, and we had different companies who wanted to exchange our data or our customers' data in terms of giving away a free something or a competition entry or something like that in order to get their name, email address, and be able to market to them. So it was a quick kind of lead generation thing from the companies, and they paid us a small pence, 10 pence, 20 pence, 30 pence, 50 pence if you wanted an appy, that kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it started off as literally, well, we've got this existing website, this existing business, so we were finding affiliates, partners who complemented that business. I mean, in some cases, they even competed with us, and indeed, some of the people we work with now, they compete with what we do, but they're actually happy to. We can still work together because, well, once I've got someone on my list, they're already on my list. They can go on your list as well. That's not a problem. Mm-hmm. An example of that, we just had the Cheltenham Festival a couple of weeks ago, and we went out to affiliates or to affiliate partners who owned lists very similar to ours. So we were able to go out to other tipster businesses, other sports betting businesses, and say, hey, we've got this offer. You've got to, if you're going out to other partners, you've got to put together an offer that appeals. So we put together the 32-page magazine that we talked about in, I think it was episode 16, the newsletters edition. And we literally gave that, or we created a landing page that we tested. We knew it converted really well. And we gave that to our affiliates and said, hey, you've got to have the tools to be able to sell that effectively. So here's a landing page that we know converts. Here's an offer that we know converts really well. Here's some copy that we've written in terms of email. If you want to, we'll even tweak that copy for you. I mean, back in the day with affiliate marketing, it always used to be, well, here's a banner that has got our brand all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only tools that you had. Now, we work very closely with our affiliates to actually say that, what do you need? What actually sells for you? Obviously, we're in the lead gen sector quite a lot, so it's a little bit different than if you're selling a product. But you still, if you can find someone that's got a list and you can give them email copy that converts and sells to that, sells that product, sells your service, yeah, of course that can work. You've got to give them the tools that actually sell effectively, and you've got to pay them quickly. I mean, I remember when I first got started, there was like minimum payouts with some of the networks. We used to work with networks, and you'd be waiting 2 months, 3 months to actually get your money. I think nowadays it's a little bit different, certainly with the networks, in that they turn around that money a lot quicker now. They the merchants pay them up front, and then pay out to the affiliates. Normally, I think on demand, isn't it? If it's over the threshold. But I mean, predominantly we work with independents now, don't we? We work with. Well, you think, back in the day, we would be signed up to the networks, and there were 7 of them, 8 of them, and then each network would have a couple of hundred merchants, different people who had affiliate programs. So we were part of, like 3,000 programs, each of which we probably earned, probably an average of like £3 a month.
Yep.
With each one. But nowadays we work with maybe 7 direct relationship with independent merchants now. So we've got affiliate deals. We are an affiliate for about 7 to 10 different companies, but directly, no longer via a network, because the network wants to take their slice, and for them it's all about the numbers. It's all about, well, actually, if I can get one publisher doing, I used the word publisher.
You did.
Oh, brilliant! I have been educated well. If you can get one publisher generating 95% of your sales, the network's happy. Whereas actually, we are happy to work with the independent ones who are happy to nurture that relationship and say, well, you may only be doing 10 sales a month now, but we know you've got potential to do 500 sales a month. Right, what do you need? What tools do you need to go from 10 to 500 a month? And we work also with, we've got our affiliates of our own, probably 25, 50 independently that we work with. We also do work with a network where we've got hundreds, but we don't have that relationship with those people. We have the relationship with the network, and the network, again, kind of exists to be in the way. Not in the way, but they are the middleman, aren't they? They are the intermediary between the affiliate and the merchant.
They have the technology and the payment resources. That's kind of pretty important what they do, isn't it?
But what they don't do is to make it easy for the merchants to talk to the affiliates and say, hey, what do you need? How can we help you? Because a lot of the networks were worried about, if you start talking to each other, you're going to cut me out of the deal. Same as Google did to us. They cut us out of the deal, So that is a real broad brush overview.
How do you think we can apply that to some businesses, sort of your common garden business? That's how would you apply that to some? Obviously, we're in the business of internet marketing, so that's what we're doing. But if we're a printer or a florist or whatever else, how would you think about affiliates, working with the affiliates, and then the online stuff, perhaps?
Well, it's twofold. I mean, I would look at it first of all. Who owns a list that complements what I do? So, Mother's Day's just passed here, isn't it? So, if you're a florist, well, who owns a list that has any mums on it, or that is aimed at mums? So, I would start looking towards Facebook groups, people that have got crafty, mumsy type groups, and 4 weeks before Mother's Day, I'd be talking to those groups and saying, hey, I've got an affiliate program. I'd love for you guys to make some money this year. It's Mother's Day coming up in 4 months, in 4 weeks. Here's some landing page copy. Here's some images. I can record a video for you. You know, what do you need on your Facebook page, on your group, on your email list, on your website, on your blog? What do you need to be able to send me some of those mums or some of the daughters of the mums, you know, whoever's making the buying decision? Second to that is, well, you know, let's say you're a florist. Well, what else can you sell? You know, could you partner up with someone else that sells the cards, personalised cards, for example? So you may not want to do that. You may want to focus entirely on flowers, but actually, what about the cards? What about the helium balloons? What about the chocolates? Could that be fulfilled by someone else in exchange for 5% of the sale? So, you know, I'll sell you the flowers, but did you want a personalised card with that? Right, I'll send you off to moonpig.com. Yeah. They'll handle all that, and you get paid a commission. You know, it's something that you're not even, you know, it's not competing with you because you're not going to sell those items, but it complements that. It's thinking about, again, who is my target market? Who is the audience that I've got? You know, we've got people who like to bet on sports. The florist has got people who are buying gifts. You know, it's thinking beyond I sell flowers to why do I sell flowers? Well, I sell flowers because people have been travelling and they, you know, want to show someone they love them. They are celebrating a particular occasion because it's you know, a birthday, or it's Christmas, or it's Valentine's Day, or it's Mother's Day. Rob, do you want to get that? Yeah, that's the way I would take it. It's a twofold approach.
Yeah.
To you know, say either you're selling someone else's products to your customers, or you're finding someone else who is selling complementary products that would be interested in your products. So that's affiliate marketing.
Okay.
So real broad brush strokes there. It's something to look at, I think. If you're contemplating it in any way, do some research first. Ask in the group, in the Facebook group, bigidea.co.uk/Facebook, and we can kind of point you in the right direction of some independent sort of programs and some merchants who do it, and some guides into how to do it well. So let's talk referrals.
Okay.
Because there's one thing that really annoys me, and it's when we start talking to some of our private clients and indeed some of the people in the Facebook group, and one of the first questions I always ask is, well, what marketing pillars are working for you now? What brings you in the most customers? And there's an answer that annoys the hell out of me, and it's when people say, it's
word of mouth.
It's word of mouth.
It's the only place I get my business from. Everyone talks about me and tells me how good I am, and that's where I get my business. Yeah.
So my follow-up question to that is normally, okay, cool, so what do you do to influence word of mouth? And then I get this blank look as if say, well, I don't really do anything to influence that. It just happens. I do a good job. I think, well, that's great. So you've not got any influence, you've not got any control over the flow of new business into your small business, because you're entirely reliant on whether someone else might tell someone about your business. That's crazy. You know, I hate it. Word of mouth is, for me now, word of mouth is code for, I don't really do anything. You know, what's your biggest marketing channel? Or word of mouth. In other words, what's your biggest marketing channel? I don't really have one. So, I don't know, some people tell some people about my business. Referrals is different to word of mouth. Word of mouth is, I don't know how to market my business, so I don't do any marketing. Referral marketing is a systematic process of securing a regular flow, a regular stream of new business via referrals. So lots of people, when they're planning a marketing budget, they think, right, well, I've got £3,000 to spend. I'm going to spend that all on getting new customers. I'm going to go out and I'm going to spend it on Google AdWords. I'm going to do some Facebook ads. I'm going to take a half page in this magazine. I'm going to spend that whole budget getting new customers. Well, if you're going to look at referral marketing, you've got to spend some of that marketing budget on your existing customers. First of all, because no customer is going to give you a referral unless they are happy. And I don't mean happy as in, yeah, they're happy. I mean happy as in they are ecstatic, that they think you do a fantastic job, that nobody could do it any better. And if you spend some of that marketing budget literally just doing things to make your customers happy, send them a random gift, randomly upgrade 5% of them to the next level up. The more you do that, you double the effects of your marketing budget, because your existing customers then become happier, they spend more money with you, they stay longer, and they buy more frequently. Mm-hmm. But then what they also do is they then become the biggest source of new customers via referrals, if and only if you actually ask them to.
Okay.
Because it's very easy to do a brilliant job. Anybody can do that. Anyone can be very good at what they do. But then you don't leave that to chance that people are going to actually tell their friends. So you've got to actually ask them to do it. You've got to make it a process. And that process has got to be easy. So, I've seen it before where people have said, oh yeah, refer your friends to us. You must print off this form, fill in all the details, and then hand it in to a member of staff on a Thursday afternoon, which is the only time they work. So no, make it easy. Give them multiple ways to refer their friends. So they can do it online, they can do it offline, they can email in, they can call it in, they can fill in a form, they can send a tweet, they can tag their friends on Facebook, they can send a Facebook message. Just make it really, really easy that however they want to do it, all they've got to do is just say, yo, you need to talk to my mate Dave, because he'd be brilliant. Mm-hmm. You can incentivize that referral. So we've done that before with competitions, charity donations. So we've said, if you refer your friend to this service, we'll donate £25 to this charity, which we actually identified with our existing members. Well, that was a charity that was close to their hearts. Mm-hmm. We knew it was a charity that actually they cared about. So it's not just, well, we've decided there's some random charity we're going to donate some money to. We actually went out to the members first and said, well, what charity would you like us to raise money for? They told us, so we said, right. There were actually two charities in the end that won. So we said, right, every referral we get, we will donate £25 to this charity and this charity. We then attached some other freebies to it. So, when your friend joins, they will also get, I think it was ticket to the races, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So we'll take you to the races, we'll donate some money to charity. We just incentivised it, because if you don't incentivise it, people won't take action. One of the best known examples of this is Sky, who are forever asking for a referral. They're always incentivising it. It's always, I don't know what the current offer is, but it used to be, if you refer a friend and they join, you get £25 worth of M&S vouchers, and they get £25. So there's something for both of you. Yeah. So it's not a bribe in terms of, it's not, well, I'm only referring you because I'm going to get £25. You're going to get something too. There's something of value in it for you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that maybe a lot of people don't do, is actually refer it properly.
See lots of incentives.
Yeah, incentivise both sides of the, so incentivising the referral or the referrer and the referee as well. Yeah. Because you've got to give that person being referred an amazing offer. And what you often don't want to do is say, all right, Gerald, Jason, you're paying £40 a month for this service, and if you refer your friend in, he'll only pay £20 a month. Because you're then there going, well, why should he pay less than me? We all love new customers only. I'm a loyal customer. Yeah. Where's the new customers? So actually, don't discount it for his friend. Just give his friend a freebie. Give him an incentive. give them a competition entry, donate money to charity, whatever. But just make that a process. And I think following the process through from there, that's what we've done with our referral campaigns now. So, Jason, you send in a referral, you say, right, you need to speak to Rob. So Rob gets a sales letter, but it's not from us, it's from you.
Yep.
So we send out a letter saying, hi, it's your friend Jason here. Just wanted to write to you and let you know about this fantastic service. I've been part of it for however long you've been part of it. The things I like about it best are whatever you like about it best. So we actually have a conversation with you and say, why do you want to refer Rob? Why do you think Rob would like it? And then we'll use that in the copy. So we'll say, I think you'll really like it, Rob, because, and then give the reasons that you've given. So we write the letter, but we write that letter based on a 2-minute conversation with you, where you've told us why that charity is important to you, why that's close to your heart, what you enjoy about the service, how long you've been part of it, why you think Rob would like to be part of it. And then we just use that in the copy to actually send that to Rob. So Rob gets a letter from you, or from his friend, singing the praises of this service, but in your language.
Yeah.
So he, it doesn't. Jason's been a member for X number of years, and again, it's all personalised. We'll use some of this, but this is now a letter coming from us, and it's like, right, I'm now going to introduce an offer. So, here it is. There is a bit of a deadline to this. You've got to join in the next 2 weeks, but this is the offer we're going to give you. It's, you're going to pay the same price as Jason, but if you both join, you and Jason can both go to this horse racing meeting, and we're going to donate £25 each, so it's £50 to this charity. It's it's a charity that Jason chose because and just little hooks like that. We also add in phone calls, text messages. We'd send Rob a physical magazine. We'll send him some lumpy mail. So you've got a chocolate bar in one of the pieces of copy. You get handwritten sales letters, postcards. We do. It's the old saying, isn't it? Follow up till they buy or till they die. And we do a lot of follow up with this. But if Rob comes back and says after the first letter from Jason, no, I'm not interested, then sure enough, we'll stop there. The campaign will stop. But if Rob doesn't actually say anything, he just says, oh, that's a nice letter, I'm going to put that in a drawer somewhere. We'll keep following up. Another thing we do is to showcase the top referrers. So we really make sort of superstars of those people who are doing the referring, because if everyone refers one person, that's great, but if one person is actually a connector and is capable of referring 15 people, then you should encourage that person as much as you can. So we've got, again, our monthly magazine, so in there we can have like a leaderboard, top 5 referrers, top 10 referrers. We run this isn't a one-off campaign, we run this over, say, a year. So at the end of the year, we want to know, well, what's the league table looking like? And then after 3 months, if you're not on that table, but bottom place on the table has referred 3 people, and you've referred 2, and we incentivise it again. So if you're one of the top 5 referrers at the end of the year, you're going to get an iPad. Then you might think, oh, yeah, actually, I'm going to do something with that. I'm going to refer Rob because that gets me on that leaderboard. And if you're on there, and over the next couple of months you see yourself slipping down, but you know that the top prize is actually a theatre break for 2 to London, and all expenses paid, you can say, oh, actually, I'm going to mention it to a few more people when I'm at the pub next. I am going to mention it, whereas I wasn't before. It just, again, it incentivises people to do that, and it creates that level of expectation, which is, I think, what you really want to get across, which is our customers refer their friends to us. That's what happens in this business. We've kind of done that in the Facebook group several times, and we have created this expectation that, look, if you find this stuff useful and you've got a friend who owns a small business, you need to add them to the group. There is that expectation that, well, that is what needs to happen, because that is what our members do. Because if we're putting our time and our effort into providing something of value to you, and you do value it, why wouldn't you tell your friends? Because it's not, although it is using it as a tool to increase your leads, increase your sales, it is sharing something of value with your friends, and you have to have that something of value first, which is why I said you've got to start by investing in your existing customer base rather than bringing it in as newbies. So so I would say don't do it as a one-off. It's got to be a process.
It's got to be a process. Makes it easier to keep on top of as well in terms of where you are in the line and who you're going out to and when they've come in to do it. If it's a setup as you say, as a process, then you just know what you're doing and everybody's treated the same and nothing can go wrong really if you're keeping to that process.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you can, if you've got it into your CRMs and into all your systems, then you can see, well, actually, what's a referral worth to us? That's how you work out, well, how much am I going to spend getting a referral? Well, let's work out. First of all, you need to know what's the lifetime value of a normal customer anyway. But then you may find that if a customer comes in via a referral, they may be more valuable than coming in via Google AdWords, because they've had that personal recommendation, they've had that endorsement from their friend, that actually they're not going to come in and say, oh, well, yeah, I've been persuaded by the sales copy, let's give it a go. It's, well, I've been persuaded because Jason tells me it's brilliant, and as long as I have the same experience that he had, I'm going to be happy. And it creates that bond also between two friends who are part of the same business, the same company, is that it gives them something to talk about. You've got something in common. And then you get that little bond that no one wants to break. We've seen it with membership sites where you meet up with someone, oh, are you still part of this? And as long as they say yes, you're like, oh, cool, I'll stay then. And then the minute there's that tipping point of, oh, are you still part of it? No, I left 6 months ago. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Oh, I was thinking about leaving actually. Yeah. And then before you know it, you're speaking to 3 other people and they've all left, and you think, oh, well, I'm off. For no other reason than my friends have left. Whereas, flip side, oh, are you part of that new membership thing? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw your name in there. What's it like? Oh, it's really good actually. Is it? Oh, I'll give it a go then. They don't need to see any marketing copy. They don't need to see any referral letters. They just need to be given that personal endorsement. So
it doesn't have to be customers that are referrals either, though, does it? Because if you spend a lot of time there talking just about customers and getting a referral program in place for those, it could also be your suppliers or your competition, even maybe not competition, but people who are complementary. Thinking about affiliating, the affiliate kind of role of it, but it could, if you've got any kind of business that is complementary to somebody else, you can get them to do work for you, can you? And pay you back a little bit as well.
Oh, particularly if you're working in similar sectors, you're sharing the same audience, but you actually do something that's completely different. So maybe, well, I don't want to do this. So, I don't want to do print. So I'll team up with a printer, and anything I get that's print related, I'll send to them. Whereas the printer may say, well, actually, you know what, I don't want to get my hands into the design aspect. So anything that's design, hey, I'll send your way. It's, quid pro quo arrangement, isn't it?
Yeah. And that, it's not, it could be across any sectors. It's not, it's nothing for one particular business, is it? It could be across all sectors. There'll be somebody who's complementary to you that you don't want to do that particular work, but you can get a partnership with them and they can do the bits and pieces for you.
Yeah. I mean, we've done it in the past. Obviously, we've now got a sports betting site around the football sector, but we've done it before whereby we've teamed up with people who do football. And said, well, we'll sell our horse racing list and we'll flog your football list to ours. It's same audience, but complementary services that we offer. It's not competing in any way. Okay,
excellent.
So that's 100-mile-an-hour view of affiliates and referrals, guys. Hope you found that useful. Jason, do you have a tool of the week this week?
No.
Cool.
Well, I was going to go with our own tool of the week. That's a bit of a plug, and I don't really fancy that.
Okay, we'll do that.
So I won't do that.
Okay.
Just those interested in affiliates and stuff.
Yeah. So as always, guys, as we said earlier in the episode it wasn't regarding tool of the week, but counter that. Don't do it as a one-off. Do it as a regular process that you do every single time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Show notes as always, guys. bigidea.co.uk/podcast. I want to say website then. Yeah. Not with it today.
If you're not in our Facebook group, that's where you need to kind of be heading if you want to watch us live when we're recording it and see some of the things that are going on around us. Or if you want to just kind of catch up with the conversation and actually speak, talk directly to us after these, we do a quick we do a quick question and answer session on our live in our Facebook group just after we finish recording the podcast. So head yourself over there. That's bigidea.co.uk/Facebook.
Hey, there we go. Oh,
until next week, guys, I'm going to head off.
Cool. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, dear.
Oh, well, there you go. Facebook, that's the end of the recording part. We're going to do some question and answers in a moment or two. We'll just give you a chance to pop a few questions in there. If you've got any questions about affiliates or referrals, or how we could influence your business, or they could influence your business, then if you've got a specific business that you think, actually, I can't use affiliates, we can probably come up with a few that you could be using and that sort of thing, couldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
And it didn't go 100% to plan today, did it? We get to 18 and we've all gone adult and we haven't even had a drink or anything like that, and it's all gone a bit wrong.
I know.
Don't keep looking.
Not blaming you in any way, Stu.
No, Stu.
The coaster stuck to the mug.
Oh, did it? The coaster stuck to the mug.
No, it wouldn't have been so bad if it had stayed stuck to the mug. It was when it fell. Yeah. That, was it Amazon at the door?
Yeah, it's quite a big parcel.
Okay. We could have had a live unboxing though. It didn't sound like it was for me, though. It sounded like it was for Sarah.
You did sound like that. Either that way with Sarah in the parcel, I wasn't sure which of it was, not.
No one's seen her, have they?
Oh, good. Hey, Mark, are you okay? I know. Yeah, we talked about being a really old school affiliate, having a freebie site.
It's a really old school.
Yeah, it does that. Really an old school.
Are you really an old? It doesn't say you're a really old school affiliate.
Oh, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, okay. Excellent. And Daniel, there we go. Is this a plug I'm seeing? I don't know. Can't really kind of tell whether I can see any plugs going in there at all. Are you seeing a plug?
It's a massive plug.
Is that a big plug? Is it? So Dan, you look after systems and processes, I understand, and you work all these things through. So putting in a place for a referral program is something you might be quite apt to do.
Yeah, no, I mean that's an interesting point because I keep saying back in the day, but it was back day. It was like, oh, you want an affiliate system built? Oh, yes, that will cost you about 70 grand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but yeah, all I want is append that at the end of the ID, at the end of the URL, and then track what sales come in via that URL. Yeah. Or there's certain networks that you say, well, can you just append ClickRef, wasn't it? Used to have a thing. We used to use some tracking, so we could literally track it per user. And some networks had this ClickRef tracking, which is literally just, it's a query. It's and ClickRef equals whatever you want it to be. And yeah, some of them just, well, again, they weren't willing to invest in pleasing their existing clients, were they? They were all focused on, well, let's just go out and win new business.
Exactly that. It's all a numbers game.
It is. So, any questions, guys? Anything on referrals at all? Do you have a referral program, or do you use word of mouth as your?
We want to hit hands up all those who do word of mouth as their main marketing channel.
I know you're out there. I know you are, because I've spoken to lots of you, and you've all told me, "Oh yes, word of mouth is my biggest source of new customers." No, it's not.
It means you're doing something good. It's a vanity thing. It's good. It's working for you. You're getting people in the door, but you don't really know that. I think word of mouth is something that you kind of attribute to all those people who you don't know how they got to your business.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they must have heard from word of mouth because I haven't told them, because I'm not advertising and I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So they must have come to me for word of mouth.
Yeah. It is. I don't know how to do marketing. I don't do any marketing. So it just happens. Some people talk about it to some people. And that in many ways, there's a lot of one-man bands that's all right for, because, well, I'm busy this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not the next. Oh, well, I'll take some time off. Oh, I'm busy again. You can deal with that. Whereas when you've got a team of 3 or 4 working for you, you can't deal with, we've rushed up our feet this week because it's really busy. Oh, we're dead this week. No, that word of mouth, it's just ain't happening this week.
That's exactly it. And you sit there waiting for the next piece of business to come in to you, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if you have any ambition, it's ambitious,
yes,
and you want to have a lifestyle business which works for you, and so gives you that lifestyle that you want, you kind of need to go out there and drag some people through the door.
Yeah. Is that term that Brad Burton uses? Something like aggressively waiting for the phone to ring?
Aggressively waiting for the phone to ring, yes. Yeah. I saw that, I think, which book is it? It's the one I'm reading at the moment. It's about customers and referrals, isn't it? The yellow one. Is that a Kennedy one?
The yellow one.
Yeah. Is that Dan Kennedy?
I read them all on Kindle, so they're all kind of grey.
Oh, are they? Oh, that's a bit bad. You need to live life in Technicolor.
It was Dan Kennedy.
Maximum referrals or something like that?
Yeah, maximum referrals and customer retention.
That's it. And they were talking about charities, and it was about a mortgage company who was giving away a donation to a Save the Child type charity. And it's kind of like, you've got to do business with me because you're going to save a child. I'm using that as the kind of the plan. I thought, that was interesting.
Yes, yeah. Don't do that the wrong way though, because I've seen that done badly online, where it's like, we'll donate £1 for every like we get. It's like, just donate the money. Do not do pounds for likes. If I ever see like some global company doing that, I just either send it into a click farm so they get like 10 million clicks. 10 million likes. Or there's a website, I think it's condescending brands or something like that on Facebook. Condescending corporate brand page or something it's called, and it just highlights all these brands that do stuff really condescendingly.
Excellent. Well,
condescending means talking down to people.
Oh, does it? Great. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. Hopefully you'll take something out of the affiliates and the referrals sections. If you've got any questions, as I say earlier on, and you want to add it in, just add them in afterwards, and we'll pick them up during the week. That's absolutely fine. If you don't know, even you have a business, you're a funeral director, and you have got no idea whatsoever on how you're going to get referrals,
florists,
or if you don't know how you're going to have an affiliate program for being a funeral, then anything like that, we can help you out with that. And there's plenty of people in the group who will help too. So just pop your questions on this thread, and we will get back to you during the week.
Yeah.
Until next week.
No, not next week.
We're not next week.
No.
Oh.
3 weeks time.
3 weeks time.
In fact, 3 weeks and 1 day.
3 weeks and 1 day. We'll be doing another live at you.
Live at you.
We can do another live at you.
It takes us this long to get this polished, you see.
Live at you.
This professionalism doesn't just happen, This we put a lot of work into this.
We do.
So I'm off sunning myself. So there will be some interval. I don't know.
Stuff going on in between.
There will be some stuff in between on the podcast, and I will be doing some stuff on my phone, and I'm sure you'll be seeing Jason's wonderful face in the group at all times. But in terms of live podcasts, we're going to be back on, I think, the 18th of April, which is the day after Easter Monday.
Okay.
So we'll have like Easter chocolates and all sorts. So if there's any particular topic that you want us to cover, I know we did a poll last week, and I can't remember what any of the options were. But if there's anything that you think I really, really need you to cover that now, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, this is the end of this very professional, seamless broadcast.
No distractions.
No distractions. No sudden noises. No sudden movements. No bloody delivery men delivering Amazon parcels. We've even kicked the cat out. The cat's outside, and she'd love to come in, but cool. Adios, guys. See you later.
Farewell.